to Barrack because we're going to be talking about the layout that I think everyone should be using in this game. We're in a public server because I just want to say, one, change up the feeling a little bit of normal videos, and two, if you ever like stalk my profile and see me in a public server, come join and say hello. I'd love to say hi to some of you guys. It's a lot of fun. And I love helping people out in public servers, so I randomly just joined public servers, so maybe you'll see me in a game sometime. So make sure you do subscribe as well. So let's get into it. So lately, you know, they've added a brand new update, and they added in the new Centaurs, I think is how you say it. I always second guess myself whenever I go to say it, so that might not be right. Got to spin my wheel. Yay, gold potion. Totally need that. Back to what I was talking about with the new troops. Barracks are completely different, and I'm gonna go over every single different barrack and like that is in this thing, and you know why use it. So first off, what the very first one is Centaur. Centaur is the new best thing. It should replace all your swordsmen, because now if we actually go to the river right over here, we go to the index, you'll see that when we click on the Phoenix, we have the best sword in the game, which has a max of 1600 damage. But we also have the Phoenix bow, which can do up to 1550 to 1670, which is just really good. You have a greater chance of getting the bow in the better than the sword than worse, and it's really good. It's a really good bow, and because of that, it does technically make the Centaurs just a little bit better. So we go to the army shop and we look at the different things. No, that's the barracks. If we go to the soldiers, we go to the swordmasters. It does have 2 times more. It has 2 times more damage, but it also has 25% less health. So it has a pro and it has a con. Now, if we look at the Centaur, it has 3 pros, 0 cons, 2 times more damage, 50% chance to dodge, and 50% faster when running. So if it does die, it does get back to you quicker. That is amazing. Because of the bow being better than the sword, already you could use a Centaur. But on top of that, it also has the extra buffs. And it removes that 25% less health that, you know, that the Centaur doesn't have. Meaning that the Centaur technically does have 25% more health than the past strongest unit. Which makes the Centaur your #1 damage dealer. So it's really good. So that will want to be filled every single spot except for the other ones that I will talk about. And the other one is that I want to talk about is the healer, which is one of the best barracks. I'd say is the second best barrack, and it's really good. And I say, come join, get through the Valentine's Day event and grind the game while you still can't get the healer. Because if we go to the Broken Heart Forest, well, technically you can get a healer barrack, but you kind of really need to get to the Broken Heart Forest. I think it's like Happy Valentine's or something the code is, or it might be, or it's like just Valentine's Day or Happy. I think it's like Happy Valentine or something like that. You'll have to look at the code, which you guys should go. Wait, you know, I'm gonna go look what the code is. Yeah, I was right. It was Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's, not Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's. Oh my gosh! Just type here and go Happy blah 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 Valentine's. You know. It'll give you a free medic barrack, but the thing is that you're going to need to get to the Broken Heart Forest because you can't actually level up and get more troops in your medic barrack, you know, without actually buying the healers, which, you know, you kind of need 4 of them. And with healers, why they're so good is because they pretty much make all your units invincible, which is just great, and it's so nice, and it's just so helpful to have because I never have to worry about losing troops ever again. It's really nice. It's like one of the it's definitely the second best unit for sure. So it's just something that you 100% need on your team. So next I want to talk about the wizard, because the wizard's kind of something that's been like kind of going back and forth. Is it really that good, or is it kind of garbage, and should you have it on your team? So we're gonna attack this guy right here, who is the robot. If we actually look at this thing, he absorbs 500 damage. So that's some damage. It's not a ton, but it's quite a lot. And if we go back to this land and we head over here, 500 it can be something, but it's 500 for each of them, so it really adds up quite fast. So that means your damage, like bow 1665 or whatever adds to the 50%, it's really only like 1165 plus within 50% in chance with that. So about like 1,500 damage is the max it can only do instead of like 2,000 something, like it normally can. But let's attack the robot. As you can see, we deal damage right now. We do about 151,850 3,000? That's a 3. 153,476 is what we normally do. As you can see also, look. He attacks. Boom, everything's still back up. But let's go switch this out with one of the things. I'm gonna forget this number. So let's swap it out. We're just gonna unequip the barrack. Doesn't matter what we for with the sword master. We will put on this phoenix sword and this. So and then actually we need to enchant this phoenix sword real quick. So let me go to the Ouroboros and get its 50% enchant like I have on the wand. So it's literally the exact same thing. So let's go to like this sword right here with smart enchant. Let's get 50% enchant. Yes, thank you. Then if we head back to the forest and we come here, as you can see, army. So where's the staff? The best staff that I have is right here. I got a 50% damage increase. It only does 1,043, which isn't very much compared to the 1,570 with 50% that the sword has. So let's equip this 50% enchant on that one, and then let's check out how much we do to the whatever thing. There is also a few things that I do want you to also look at carefully. So if I attack, first off, without looking at the damage, because the medics do, like, the damage is a lot more. It's like 3 times. As you can see that the medic, it takes like 3-4 medic attacks or whatever it does to heal them instead of just like 1 or 2. It's like 2 to 3 times more damage without the wizards. So if you don't have healers and you don't have that many, just like maybe you're in the Broken Heart Force, wizards are going to be so good for you. Also, if you look here, oh, it's dead. Let's see how much damage we do. So we do 166 damage. So yes, it is more. So technically, it is better to not have the, like, oh my god, my dog's barking. Okay, so going back, as you can see, it does 166,000 damage. That's only like 12,000 less than it did before. I mean, when we did have wizards. So what I say is, if you have a full barrack of healers with the best healer item, I suggest, well, it doesn't have to be the best, but one of the best. I suggest having no wizards at all, having all centaurs with the phoenix bows. But if you don't have a good medic barrack, I would add a wizard, because it's still really good, and because of its like weakness, it's really good. And I feel like way in the future we could see the wizards being more helpful again. I hope we do, because the wizards are just something that's really cool, and I kind of like having the wizards on my team. But now, because, you know, they technically don't do more, I really don't, there's no point in actually having them on my team. So I do believe that, oh my god, my dog. So whatever I was trying to say without my dog rudely interrupting me. What was I saying? Yes. Centaurs, whatever you call those, the half man and half horse people. They're the best troops. Use 8 of them and then use 1 medic, and boom, armies never die. Boom, you do tons of damage. Boom, you kill everything. Now, do that. And if you can't get bows easily, of course, and only use centaurs if you have phoenix bows. If you don't have phoenix, oh, I was like, huh, where did this come from? Robots. If you don't have phoenix bows, use the sword masters, because it's the only bow that you should ever be using so far when I'm coming out with this video, which the server version is 10.4, aka that the whatever thing is the newest. The phoenix armor is the newest stuff, so there's no reason that you should ever have Centaur without a phoenix bow, okay? Never do that, ever. Never. But yeah, I hope this helps. And yeah, that's really gonna be it for today's video. You guys do enjoy it. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe. See you in the next video. And I'll see you guys all in peace.